Good evening and welcome to the first episode of the Adventures of Canine Town. All dogs welcome. My name is Olin. Here in this magnificent wilderness, I'm known as Ma-O, Canine Town proprietor. I'm often asked, what is it I write about and read to others about, as I'm about to do you? Well, that's easy. It's all about the adventures of a homeless pack of dogs that started town in a mysterious, merciless wilderness. So, without further ado, let's get started. Led by an Eagle, an adventure in rhymes. Chapter 1, The Mountain Lion's Mistake. A sunny day, big things on the way at Canine Town, USA. Rottweiler Brady and Pit Bull Sammy enjoying the month of May. They were scampering back to the pack to tell leader Omar Blue they'd just been accosted by mountain lions and what they had to do. They met up with Omar, headed their way. He said, "What you two up to?" Pit Bull Sammy, head tilted, growled, "We were coming to find you." Met some mountain lions back there. One of them roared a threat. The Professor Brady didn't hold his temper. That lion ain't got up yet. I'm Professor Brady, only to the pack. Outside, I'm Rottweiler Brady. Ain't like Booby didn't know my name and said teaching was for a lady. I taught him quick how a teacher teaches mountain lions too. Then thought in case they were hunting trouble, we ought to come tell you. The mountain lions are starting up. Don't think they want us here. May as well bring it to a head. Make sure they get it clear. Was Mountain Lion Booby leading them? A total of only 3. Who'd have thought that mountain lion would have the nerve to approach this pit and me? Sammy's brown eyes narrowed. Bad teeth took over his face. I was hoping the others would join in, but they went and kept their place. I'm agreeing with Brady. Something's up. We're saying they had it planned. Just didn't guess the consequence of calling the professor's hand. Omar stared, eyes glowing, proud to have them in his pack. Tell the other dogs what's happening, and let's hope them cats come back. In the meanwhile, get 'em out of your heads. There's stuff we gotta do. We're taking a trip to see my kin. It's time for them to meet you. Chapter 2, Puppy Talk. What are those puppies up to now? Okay. Canine Town was buzzing. They were visiting Omar's kin. The females were getting ready. The puppies were in their den. They were practicing their snarling as they listened to Lead Lion Lou tell how Professor Brady broke the mountain lion in 2. The Chihuahua puppy triplets were the puppy leaders too. Yelped, that lion should have come to us to hear what our professor could do. They laughed till their little tummies ached, and then they laughed some more. Bet we could handle that lion if he ever came to our door. Maybe we'll get to see him. On the way to Leader Omar's kin, we'll run away from the shepherds and beat 'em up again. Poodle Sophie Jean scurried over, Schoolmarm and Brady's wife. She had to hold her laughter in. Might just save a life. What's this you say about running away while the shepherds are guarding you? I tell you now, if you try it, we'll be all over you. Ain't talking about the professor. Ain't talking about the shepherds, too. 'Cause me and the other females are the ones gonna handle you. Now quiet down and take your naps. There's a real long trip ahead. When you wake up, we'll be leaving. But remember what I just said. The puppies grumbled softly when Sophie was out of view. The female elders didn't play when they came after you. With groggy eyes, they yapped their plan. That lion would still be there. They'd take the professor with them. Then the females wouldn't care. So off they went to dreamland. Nothing else they could do. In a little while, they'd be bigger. They'd take Pitbull Sammy too. Well, I was going to stop at chapter 2, but what about one more? Chapter 3, Forces to Reckon With. Over under the tall oak tree, two forces had just met. Rasta Mama and Great Dane Granny, as friendly as could get. Rasta Mama was woofing, "I heard so much about you. I hear you cast away evils. That's something I can't do. There's trouble all around us. Just what I've yet to see. We need to work together instead of separately." Great Dane Granny beamed at her. How awesome that will be. You with your gift of second sight to help cast away the enemy. Our pack will have 2 seers. They're bound to like that fine, knowing we're helping Omar, using your gift and using mine. We'll travel together the whole trip. You tell me what you see. I'll cast away the bad spirits. How safe our pack will be. Let's go tell leader Omar. He's sure to be glad to hear that we'll be watching over the pack, over those we hold so dear. Just then Omar trotted up. Somehow he'd heard it all. Snickered to himself, then said out loud, "Stop worrying, have a ball. Don't worry about any trouble. Believe me, it'll be fine. When you figure out what it is, remember the trouble is mine. I want you both to enjoy this trip. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'll keep in mind your special gifts and stay in touch with you." With tilted heads and narrowed eyes, Omar, we know you well. When something happens to your pack, you act before you tell. We'll be keeping an eye on you. Have a ball just like you say. But when the spirits speak to us, we'll be headed fast your way. And that's the end of chapter 3. I'd like to thank you all for being with us here tonight. And before you leave, please press the follow button below. And remember, Led by an Eagle, sold on Amazon and other stores where good books can be found. And if you get a chance, come over to our blog, My Dog Leads to Lives. And there you'll find the everyday adventures of the pack and a lot more. Thank you, and bless you. Bless all. Bye-bye.